Galaxy Z Fold 6 is mere like a week away from being released at the time of making this video, and then it gets released to the world on July 24th. And I wanted to show off a Reddit post that I have found where it shows off a Galaxy Z Fold 6 case against a bunch of different devices. I've already done a video where I showed off the Pixel Fold 2 in a very similar context. So if you want to watch that video, just check the channel, you should be able to watch it. But beyond that, I wanted to show this one off, and we're going to start this one off with the Z Fold 6 on top of a Pixel 8 Pro, showing that when the Pixel 8 Pro below it with the Z Fold 6 on top closed, you see it's the Pixel. It's funny because the Pixel Fold 2, when it's closed, is the same size as the Pixel 8 Pro, but the Z Fold 6, that outside display is a little bit smaller. Not so small where I think that it's going to, you know, it's about 10% smaller. Hopefully it's not a huge difference and like doesn't turn me off as much as it has on the Z Fold 5 and before. I hate that front display, but there's supposed to be some magic in that front display, a lot of improvement with that, so I'm really looking forward to it. Here's the Z Fold 6 closed again on the back of a Pixel 8 Pro, and showing off that there is a little bit of a difference, maybe about 10% less width than the Pixel 8 Pro, but the height is, pull out the spectacles for that, pretty close in terms of the height. So it's about the height of a Pixel 8 Pro, but the width is a little bit less. Z Fold 6 on top of a 15 Pro Max from iPhone. This one is maybe even more, the width is a little bit more less. Does that make sense? A little less than the 15 Pro Max, but this maybe it looks about somewhere between 10 and 15%, but it definitely seems a little bit less wide than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And then you see the camera design, but the height is looking like it's potentially a little bit taller on the Z Fold 6. Front display of the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the Z Fold 6 closed on top, and you definitely see it. That one probably looks about 15% less wide than the 15 Pro Max on there. Maybe, and also the design is obviously different, but yeah, the problem with the Z Fold 6 potentially on that outside display is, even though I think it's gonna make a big difference when you hold it in hand, I think that ultimately it's going to maybe still be a little bit too, you know, just not as wide as we probably would want it to be. I love this picture of the Z Fold 6 on top of an iPad Mini 6. You can see I guess it's a little tiny bit wider, and it's definitely about 30% less tall than the iPad Mini 6, but you're still getting that phone and tablet experience on the Z Fold 6. And ultimately, you know, if you're used to using it, I don't think it's gonna be a huge departure, but I think it would be one of those things that you're gonna see and feel a difference when you use it in a positive manner. I don't think you're gonna get a lot of negativity off holding and using a Z Fold 6 in general and being like, you know what, this just does not feel right. I think this is gonna be one of the times I think a lot of people are saying, you know, this device is getting near perfect. But I still, again, if I had to guess, which I haven't played with one, I would guess that the Z Fold 6 probably still be a little bit too thin and not enough wide, I should say, on that front display. But let me know your thoughts about these devices compared against each other. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.